Hey, welcome back to Love, Sex, and Money. Good to be here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that if you like my videos and hit the bell button so you're notified when I put up new content, as I'm always trying to put new relevant content that I think would be valuable for people. So today, I want to talk to you about establishing and building and maintaining trust with someone who has had trauma. So, what I mean by trauma is someone who may have experienced sexual assault in their past, someone who may have been in a narcissistic abusive relationship in the past, someone who has been in a sexless relationship in the past and has had trauma from what that did to them, things like that. So basically, anyone who is trying to build trust and to build a connection with someone who has experienced significant PTSD, trauma, or betrayal. Someone who's been betrayed, someone was, and betrayal can be a lot of things. It can be sexual infidelity, it can be financial infidelity, it can be, smear campaign kind of betrayal where they smear your name, things like that. So people who have been through significant trauma with respect to their interpersonal life, especially someone who was an intimate romantic partner, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, it can be very traumatic and it can be very difficult for someone who has lived through something like that to be able to trust again and to be able to open up to somebody in a new relationship, an intimate relationship. So how do you navigate with love and compassion and caring and intelligence, when you're dealing with someone who has lived through something like that? Well, the first thing that you have to do is you have to go slow. If you try to rush through the phases of building trust, you may sabotage the connection. And because trust is built one brick at a time, trust is built one honored word at a time, one safe, non-sexual touch at a time. It is built brick by brick. There are no shortcuts. And if you try to rush it and you try to, um, you know, move too fast with someone who's been traumatized, more than likely you will trigger their trauma and they will shut down and it will sabotage the connection. So it's really important to understand that when you're dealing with someone who has been, traumatized, someone who's been on the receiving end of abusive behavior, building that trust, is a slow process and it's an ongoing process, and it's something you really got to work at, and it's worth the investment. But like anything is, it's anything of value. Takes effort. So how do you do that? So how do you start to build trust? Well, one, it's important to understand how the physical body reacts to trauma. The physical body, when traumatized, contracts. So the body gets tight. And so what happens is, if you want that body to, for you to be able to experience something and have the love flowing at the highest vibration and in total abundance, the body must be completely relaxed, the heart is open, the mind is trusting, and things like that. And so how you do that is you take things very, very slowly. And, how can you do that physically? Well, you can have lots of non-sexual physical touch that is comforting, holding a hand, squeezing an arm, giving a hug that is gentle and soft and non-sexual. If you rush the sexual energy and you try to, push things too fast, you can definitely potentially destroy it and implode the relationship forever. Trauma leaves scars. And so, what you want to do is take it slow, Be connected with the person, be communicating with them. Is this okay? How are you feeling? What are you okay with? I don't want to rush you. It's all about open communication. It's about asking them, what are you comfortable with and what are you not comfortable with? Pushing someone to do something they're not comfortable can have disastrous effects. So, it's all about communicating from a place of respect and honor, and it's having an open dialogue, and pay attention to their body. If things start moving along and you start getting sexual and you feel them tightening up, stop, pull back, start talking to them, communicate, because you don't know what could trigger someone. You could be in one moment, something can be going along perfectly, you're really connecting, and then something you say or do or a touch all of a sudden triggers something from their past and they start shutting down and tightening up. That's a warning sign. Listen to them, communicate with from a place of respect and honor, and just asking questions. Do you want to talk about this? How can I help? What do you need from me right now? It's all about, like I said, it's all about building trust, and trust is built on a foundation of bricks that are built one at a time. And those bricks are like honesty. Never, ever, ever lie to someone, even a white lie, to someone who has been betrayed, someone who's been traumatized, because that one lie, even if it's a small white lie that you think is innocuous and really couldn't be detrimental, whatever, it's not. White lies are not, they're not, even though even though you may not have a negative intention, a white lie is still a lie. And to someone who has been traumatized, who's been lied to, who's been betrayed, that white lie will trigger all of their past shit, and it will make them question every single thing you have ever said to them, because a lie is a lie. No lie is a good lie, because without trust you have nothing. So the most important thing is, do not ever lie. Always be dirt raw honest. And the reality is that you can't actually have an authentic relationship that you can build something with seriously built on lies anyway, even if you think they're white lies, right? It's just, you need raw dirt honesty so that they know they can trust you, and every time you come through for them, every time you honor your promise, you will be adding another brick to the foundation of them being able to trust you. So the key things are that you need to take things slow, you need to communicate, you need to really be in touch with their physical body. Their physical body will be a gauge for you in terms of being able, if they're really tight and constricted, they don't feel safe. And if they don't feel safe, it's not intelligent for you to move forward, even if they're saying yes. Even if they're saying, yes, you can kiss me, or yes, you can do, whatever. If their body is really physically tight, there's a contradiction. They may not want to hurt your feelings. They may want to experience it, but to move forward sexually when their body is tightened up and shutting down, it's not really an intelligent strategy. It's better to slow down, connect, communicate, talk a little bit more. And it's not, it's obviously none of this is about manipulation, right? It's about intelligently navigating, connecting with someone who's been traumatized. So, like I said, it's all about slow, slow, slow. Fast equals implosion. If you try to go faster than someone's ready to move forward, you could be destroying something that you really want. So just slow down, take it easy, be very gentle, be communicative, ask questions, and listen to your gut. If they're tightening up, stop, pull back, and then, it, it's just about, you obviously wouldn't want to take advantage of someone that you care about. And the other thing to be aware of too, is that if someone has to get drunk to relax, to be sexual, that's a problem. That's like there's trauma there that's not being healed and addressed. So just think about that, because there's a lot of people that end up, they get drunk, they'll engage sexually, and then they have a lot of regret and remorse. Um, and the challenge is, right, that like, so they want physical intimacy, but because of the trauma, they actually have to be drunk to do it, so that because the drunkenness will relax their body for them. But being drunk isn't being safe, you know? So being drunk is just a coping mechanism to be able to have sex, because you haven't healed your shit. So there's just, if you really care about someone, you have to understand this stuff, and it's worth the time for both of you to build your relationship and your connection based on a strong, healthy foundation. Because any foundation built on dysfunction, unhealed shit, white lies, you know, engaging sexually, like moving forward sexually before you're ready, engaging in sexual behaviors because you don't want to lose someone, even though you may not be ready to do those things. Like all of that stuff will destroy the future of a relationship. So it's really important to navigate your connection with someone very intelligently, consciously, with like high emotional intelligence, with an acuity to observing their body. If their body is tight and contracted, they don't feel safe, and it is unintelligent of you to move forward in that scenario. Watch their body, listen to their body. If they're sober and they are relaxing, that means they are starting to feel safer. If they have to be drunk to be able to have their body relax enough to engage sexually, that's a problem, and that's something that needs to be addressed, and it's not intelligent to engage. So just some things to think about for anyone who is connecting with someone who has had significant, PTSD, trauma, narcissistic abuse, sexual assault, sexual infidelity, things like that. And you know what? To be honest with you, like it's probably an important message for most people, because there are so many people that have been traumatized in one way, shape, or form, and this information goes for everyone. A tight, constricted physical body is a symptom of not feeling safe. And in order for that person to feel safe, there are things that you need to do to make them feel safe. Going slow, non-sexual touch, open communication, asking them how they're feeling, slowing down, when you sense that they're not ready. These are all incredibly important, and they can make the difference between a relationship succeeding or imploding. So I hope you found value in that. Have a beautiful day. In my description box, I have a link for Operation Underground Railroad. I am an abolitionist. I'm committed to raising $1 million for Operation Underground Railroad to rescue our children from human trafficking. It's a $150 billion industry, and it is the fastest growing criminal enterprise on earth, and these children need our love and leadership to rescue them. So any amount that you could give would be so appreciated. I've already personally donated over $16,000 to Operation Underground Railroad, and I will continue to donate to them as I grow this channel. Have a beautiful day, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Thanks. Bye. Where is that? Oh, there we go.